So whenever the conversation about relationships is brought up, it's in your eyes, it's in your rhetoric that you're tired. You have even said specifically that you are tired, but this is a good thing, sister. You should be tired. Tired of trying to please yourself. See, you are a spiritual creature and you have a worldly approach to find this spiritual brother, this God-fearing man. You live in a non-spiritual society. It's a very secular world that we live in these days, and your attitude, conversations, your habits, and activities, dear sister, have no real spiritual basis. Not anymore. So you should be tired. You should be tired from your aimless search for this God-fearing man with your worldly approach to find what you call true love. But it's time to disconnect from what obviously is not working for you. And you're going to have to put yourself back together, sister, one piece at a time, back together from all of the failed attempts, all of the failed relationships. You're going to have to take some real good notes, because I'm suggesting that you are entering into the testimonial phase of your life as you start putting yourself back together. And as you start reminding yourself that you are in fact a spiritual creature, then you're going to have to be able to share this humbling experience, this humbling worldly experience that you now have under your belt with another sister who's going to arrive at the place where you are after you leave. You have to let her know to hold on and to be faithful. But you had to be brought down to earth, my dear wonderful sister. Why? Because you have had brother running from pillar to post trying to please you, and that's not the purpose for a God-fearing man. Sister, you told me that you wanted a God-fearing man, and you are single, or still single, or single again. Well, the God-fearing man who's also single is not only looking for you, but he's looking at you. So my question to you, sister, is when he looks at you, what is it about you that he can't see? If he is a God-fearing man, when he looks at you, what is he missing? What's not in you? I tell men that the key to pleasing a woman is to do those things that are pleasing to God. If you have him running high and low, far and wide, trying to please you, well, maybe you should try to point him back towards his purpose. And if he's a God-fearing man, then he is committed to pleasing God. And this, sister, should be pleasing to you. I tell the brothers that you should admire his commitment to something greater than himself. I tell my brothers that this would appeal to the woman who is looking or seeking for the God-fearing man, because number one, she will achieve satisfaction on so many levels. Number one, his faith, his commitment is calming to you, sister. It calms you down. His belief and the fact that he's anchored to a greater purpose than himself allows you to feel safe and secure and protected. Yes, his faith and his belief and his commitment to that purpose is a wall of protection around you and your relationship. And so I tell the brothers that the best way to satisfy you, now you correct me if I'm wrong, and I say satisfy, sister, I'm not talking about this temporary moment of happiness. Let's understand what I mean by satisfy. First and foremost, the word satisfaction is another word for fulfillment. You hear me say fulfillment all the time. This is what I wish for you, fulfillment. The word fulfillment is a synonym for the word restitution. Restitution is defined as the restoration of something lost or stolen. And when you look up the definition for restoration, you will see that it is the action of returning something to a former place or condition. My sister, that's why I say this God-fearing man, his purpose is to find you and to return you back to your rightful place. His purpose, his goal is to please God, and a part of his mission is to find you and return you back to your rightful place with God. But you seem to miss the main point of where to find this satisfaction. See, satisfaction is rooted in spirituality, rooted in faith. Satisfaction is rooted in belief. So instead of having this man commit to you, sister, it should please you that he is committed to God. But if you want to have a God-fearing man in a secular relationship, then you're headed down the wrong direction. This worldly approach, you have been seduced by the temporary happiness and joy of this world, which reduces your selection of men to those brothers who, yes, they might go to church, but they are not committed to pleasing God. They are still running from pillar to post, trying to please you. And brother, I tell you, this is not how to satisfy your woman. You're trying to show her a good time. You're trying to make her happy. But when she's got a man who is undistractable by the frivolousness of this world, now that's going to be restoration to her soul.